Gregory Park. I wonder if the class is ready for these time bombs and these bombshells. Why are you calling and disrupting the class?
Sorry, Andre, calling from Canada.
And the class is not, the line is not open for public lectures yet. I am giving the class the full lecture. If you're observing what I say, I will let you know when the time is right to call in.
Okay, teacher.
Now, students, let me put this on airplane mode. I need just 20 minutes. 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Who is the person affecting Gregory Park? Who is the person who is making families have to leave Gregory Park? Who is the person behind the upsurge of violence in the past 18 months in Gregory Park? Gregory Parkers have been having violence consistently for the past 10 to 15 years. But there is an upsurge in violence in Gregory Park. Who is the cause? What is the cause? What is the motive? What is the motive? Why 11 households have been firebombed in Gregory Park? What is the motive for the houses being firebombed in Gregory Park? What was the motive for the man's head to have been cut off last year in Gregory Park? What is the motive for spiraling gunshots every night between 7 and 8 o'clock in Gregory Park? Who is causing it? Everybody wants to know. Everybody wants to know. But I want to know which artist in prison, in lockdown, has an influence on the residents of Portmore and particularly Gregory Park. Which artist has an influence on giving instructions of how Gregory Park must run? Somebody came out of prison a few months ago. Hi, Baller. Good night, Baller. Good night, Baller. I've done the investigations. You're no more than 25 years old, Baller. Baller, who do you take instructions from? I hear that you also go by the alias Gaza Toussaint or Toussaint. Baller! You're what? Gaza Toussaint or Toussaint? Baller! Ever since you come back to the place of Gregory Park, where did you grow up, Baller? Where did you grow up? I heard that you're a talented footballer. Very talented footballer. I want to share the live because we are going there tonight. And no, I don't want anybody come on this live and tell me to leave it alone. We're going to help the constabulary force fix the issue of crime. And every time we want to fix the issue of crime, we talk about we're not going there. But we're going there tonight. Because if we want to fix the issue of crime and violence, if we want to eradicate violence in our society, if we want people to raise families and do business. Bala, ever since you came out of jail or prison, how many businesses have you extorted in Gregory Park? How many businesses have you extorted in Gregory Park? 3 houses were firebombed. 3 houses were firebombed, I think it's Tuesday. One on Michelle Street or Michelle Avenue. Who firebombed that house? The woman is alleged to be the woman of a Don or a former Don in Gregory Park. The woman in the house. And I am being told that the supporters of Bala firebombed the woman's house. Firebombed the woman in the house. And then Jamaica, I am now being told that Bala's mother's house and another house that Bala frequents was equally firebombed. So retaliation for retaliation. But equally Bala, you grew up in Gulf. The people in Gulf, that's where you grew up with them. But you go about and do all sorts of skullduggeries. And you can't stay in a Gulf, say end up in Mexico. Tell me if I lie, me I tell Bala. Tell me if I lie, me I tell. And ever since you come out of the jail or the prison, ever since you come out of the jail or the prison, Bala, ever since you come out of the jail or prison, Bala, you depend bike, a shoot up, a extort, which business I give 5,000, I figure 10,000, and you extort according to the feasibility of the business. So if you see that the business making more money, Bala, you believe that you have the right. I also get to be informed that you have spread your wings and sprung even beyond Gregory Park to even Christian Gardens. That to the point you make people have to run for their lives, Bala. Is there any truth to that argument, Bala? Is there any truth to that argument, Bala? And then, who firebombed the 8 establishments? Who firebombed the 8 establishments last night? Who is responsible? Is the men of Gulf or is the men of Mexico? Is the men of Gulf or is the men of Mexico who firebombed these places last night? The 8 places, who firebombed them? Who in Gulf cut off the man's throat? Who cut him neck? Who was responsible for cutting the neck of the man in Gregory Park last year? Who enabled it? Who gave the instructions? Who? But let us put the dots together, Jamaica. I am going to put the dots together, and I want my erudite and I want my brilliant students to learn. Gaza to Sant or to Sane or whatsoever you name, aka Bala. How many more lives will you make miserable in Gregory Park? How many more lives must die? How many more people must run up and down? How many more people must be displaced because of your disorderly conduct? Because you want to become the Don? How many more lives will you put at risk? How many more lives? And I'm going to say to you, as much as how we know the constabulary force has its very own ills of nastiness, I believe we should help the constabulary force eradicate and remove them at all cost. We must help the constabulary force to eradicate these criminals. Did you see the level of guns that were taken from the streets this morning? These men are operating like Boko Haram. These men are operating without any level of consciousness and any level of care and dignity. How many more lives? How many more people must run from their towns and cities? How many more people must run from their community that they have been grown? How many more, Jamaica? How many more baller will you kill to feel as though you're done? Do you think that because it is called Mexico and Gulf, it's the Republic of Mexico that's across borders there? No, baller. No, baller. You're not going to win this time. The citizens are fed up. The citizens are fed up, baller. The citizens are annoyed. The business community, the local business community in Gregory Park is annoyed by your nasty, corrupt, evil deeds. And then you run into Dyke Road, into bushes, into swamps trying to hide. How long can you hide there? How long will you hide there? I don't know about you, Jamaica, but I'm fed up. I'm fed up by the reality of so many Jamaicans having to be living in a life of fear. Having visited Gregory Park today and hear the stories, having heard the stories from the residents, having heard from the people. Baller, how do you feel that your own mother has been dislocated and has to run from the community? How do you feel, baller, that your own mother had to run from Gregory Park? How do you feel that your own mother house was firebombed? How do you feel that your own mother, because you live a life of crime, that your mother possibly could have died? And this was a country that we were told a few years ago. A few years we were promised that we'll be able to stay in our yards and lock and leave our doors open. Leave our windows open. But we can't do it. And now we're told, years after, lock your doors, lock everywhere, lock in. But if you lock in, them will come firebomb you already strong. Already strong. If you lock in, them will come firebomb you already strong. The people them lock in, Mr. Chang, and the whole of them house firebomb. Alanda Terry Long, who are going to help you to locate back them people there? Your constituents, and them vote for you. And them vote for you, Mr. Terry Long. Aren't you tired of hearing the stories, Mr. Terry Long? Every day you have to leave from your constituency and run to talk to people. When on a Gregory Park. When on a Gregory Park. I done a Where the next one then? Down a South Barrow. When another South Barrow. I done a Newlands. Everywhere you're going in your constituency, Mr. Terry Long. A violence and crime and danism and mash up business. Nobody can left them window open. You're not even safe in your own house. You never know the minute or the hour that you're going to die in this country. You never know if they're going to come for you and your family. Concrete jungle. Concrete jungle. Jamaica has become a concrete jungle. Everywhere you turn in Gregory Park. And I'm going to say to you, can you imagine the psychosocial impact of the crime on the children in the community? And that's why crime can't stop. Because the cyclical cycle of crime, these young children see, they live what they learn and come into a violence-prone society that at the age of 11, 12, them have to take a side. Do they stay at Gulf or do they stay at Mexico? So I want to know, to the gentleman that has the influence in the prison, can you tell your associate Baller to lay low? Can you tell Baller to end these affairs of crime? You know yourself, Mr. Gentleman behind the prison. You know the alliances that are behind the prison. That is aligned to you. Baller is one of them. He's one of your strongest soldiers on the road. You're guilty by association. So even if you never gave him an instruction, just by him being a part of your affiliation and association, you're equally guilty. So it make you look like you're the one giving the hits from in the prison. Look at it, son. Look at it, son. Look at it, son of Jamaica. All who say Gaza, is this what we want? All who say Gaza, is this what we want? There is more to life than a life of crime. Jamaica is a bountiful place that can be wealthy. The gentleman said it here last night. Nowhere in Jamaica should be less than anywhere to be seen as a tourist product. The 14 parishes of Jamaica should be a part of the tourism product. Because the 14 parishes have something uniquely special about it. Look at Spanish Town. Spanish Town have some of the greatest historic buildings. But yet still Spanish Town is so filled with crime. What about the community tourism project at Bartlett? When are we going to restore our inner cities for them truly to become winner cities? I am making a call of action tonight. Making a call of action tonight. Making a call of action tonight. Making a call of action from a country tonight. Poverty has taken over. When we look in these communities, many of them filled with zinc fence. Let us do a zinc fence removal. Let us upgrade the living existence of these community members. Jamaica is tired of it. I'm tired to see my people living in fear. I'm tired to see my people and the mothers crying for their daughters. I'm tired to see our sons becoming criminals, gangs and rapists. I'm tired to see the gang members plaguing and extorting. I'm tired, Jamaica. Tired. tired. When are we going to make Jamaica great again? Do you know the bountifulness if we really put ourselves together and play our part in advancing the welfare of the whole human race? Do you understand, Jamaica, what we can... Oh my God. Oh God. Tired. I am tired. I'm tired that the police can do their wickedness and fairness and do what they're doing, and they can equally get away for it. I'm tired of the politicians corrupting a system, and they walk away and they just resign, and there's no system of accountability. I'm tired, Jamaica. I'm tired. I'll open the lines now in the interest of Jamaica. Hello, good night.
Hello, good night, Andre. How are you?
You can't be calling me and you cannot be calling me and you have the phone echoing. I said that time and time again.
Stop the TV. No, I'm just here listening to one of your thing. Why, Andre, when they go on Jamaica, no nice at all. You there for your live?
I'm on my live right now.
Oh, I don't want to be on your live.
All right.
So I'm just saying that what's going on is really bad.
Hello, good night.
Hi, Andre. Good night, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Why, my brother, we have to go send away.
Send me away for what?
I love it. You know, we have to go send away, my brother. I love it. It needs to be told. But we have to go find another way to deal with it.
Why must I leave Jamaica? If I leave, everything crumbles, you know. Do you know that?
It's not crumble, my brother. It's not going to crumble.
But I'm not leaving.
God, my brother, if you say God, anyway you're there, you got still a make move.
I understand, but I prefer staying here.
All right. Me and you will talk, and we're not going to talk it on here.
All right. Hello.
Hello, good night.
Good night there. Mm-hmm.
Good night, teacher. This is my opinion, and to be honest, I have families and everything back home, but I don't think it is safe for you to come on your platform, because you know how those bloodthirst people are.
So I'm going to ask you, I'm going to ask you one question, right? You say it is not safe for me to come and talk, right? Who is going to talk and let the police know who the people are that they need to pin down?
But I am saying, you know, them bloodthirst and state, them a firebomb. Oh God, I forced me in a class and scared, so.
Scared about what?
Can you play a field, me no want you carry with tonight. Me I tell you honest too, me feel scared.
What are you scared about? Just go and pray. Hello? What are we afraid of? That's why we can't get back our country. That's why we cannot get back our country. Everybody's a scaredy cat. Hello?
Yeah, hi. Good night, Andre. Andre, don't let nobody try to put no tactics by you. You're not afraid of nothing. Stand up for justice and stand up in your country. Where you gonna run, we go?
When everybody run, how do we fix Jamaica?
Exactly. Somebody have to stand up and do the fighting. All them need for the plead the blood of Jesus. Start let the people them come for your program with them. They keep it to yourself, people. If you don't have nothing good for
Hello, good night.
Andre!
Good night.
Teacher boss! Boy, Andre, one thing me have to say now. Hi, Andre. Lord, have mercy on me, Lord. Down on my knees as I pray. Keep me safe. Keep me safe. Keep me safe, Lord. Have mercy on me, Lord. Down on my knees as I pray. Lord, keep us safe. Keep us safe. Hey, you know the stress I bear. You know the pain I bear. And through the bad times, you never leave me, Lord. Go and big up yourself, your teacher.
All right. Blessings to you, my dear. Yes, Michelle, you have 2 minutes.
Good night, Andre. I'm just going to take my 2 minutes and say this. I hear all these people coming and talk. I can understand the feeling, but let me say this: we're not scared when we're not run behind politician. Okay, nobody not scared when politician are keep X amount of this and X amount of that, and whole PM on our power on our shower. When people bring in the truth and the facts, wanna come with fear. If somebody don't stand up for justice, and instead of coming and putting fear into what is going on, use prayer. Me not understand on the car. Talk about fear. The whole of we have to dead one day. Okay, all of us have to die. What am I talking about? Fear.
And I am saying to you, Michelle, what it cannot be that one person is making our entire community living in fear. One person.
And that is it. Everybody sit down and everybody afraid, and people, these men and women, they use the gun, they use all kind of fear. The whole of we have to dead one day. Die for something if you're going to die. Jamaica is a Christian nation. We not get up and talk about fear for prayer. We not go down in a prayer upon the knees and beg God for protection and guidance. We not talk about fear. Fear is the work of the devil. God, people not deal with a deal in a fear. We're not dealing in fear. We all see what is going on in Jamaica, whether with their yard or abroad, and all of them can't come with this fear. Instead, all we have to do, stand for something and stop the bloody foolishness.
Thank you. One person in Gregory Park make all of the residents who now run away. I feel left. Can't left them community, can't go to work. Good night.
Hello, good night. Hi, Andre.
Yes, dear.
First time caller. Don't worry yourself. You are covered. You are blessed. A humble soul like yours, you will never fail, darling. Remember that. You will never fail at what you're doing.
But my point is, in Gregory Park, thousands of people live there. And one man has created turmoil months now. Cannot be captured.
It's so sad because I'm from Jamaica. I'm from the garrison. I've been in Canada almost 18 years. And I said to myself, I will never come back there. I'll never bring my kids back to Jamaica. I said to my husband, turn to Jamaica. Unless I have a death wish. Unless I have a death wish, I will come there.
We are going to...
in my bed last night, listening to your live, and I said to myself, how can I make a difference in Jamaica? I'm trying to see if I can connect with Global TV in Canada so that you can have an interview with them to shed more light to the world of what's going on. And I'm going to give them your number. I'm going to call them and I'm going to give them your number. I want more light to be shed because it's so sad.
Bless up yourself. You hear?
scared.
All right,
of this whole
blessings.
sex trafficking and what's going on in
We'll
the
talk.
world.
I have to
am
take a
scared.
next
I wish I
call.
could put my daughter in a cage.
My God. Hello?
Hello, good night.
Yes, there.
Andre,
Mm-hmm.
just ride up the storm. God is still with you.
I know, man.
You may not see it.
Thank you for the encouragement. You hear?
You're not alone. You're not alone. The blood of Jesus. I blood them up in the name of Jesus. Listen to me. That's why they have call show. Remember, they usually have Baba Good and Raga Shanti, Barry G, where you're calling and people voice their opinion. Continue with Debbie behind you, and I'm on my knees this minute, this moment. The blood of Jesus. Hallelujah.
Yes, caller.
Continue doing a good job.
You know, I know people who have siblings and brothers. I know businesses that can't operate because Jamaica, one criminal with his elements have plagued the people of Gregory Park. Plagued them.
There's a
Hello?
With this element.
Andre,
Good night.
yes, you started the program talking about high frequency. That's the first thing you said in your commentary.
And I am keeping that, you recognize I'm keeping the frequency high.
Yeah, and within a few minutes, people start calling, talking about fear. Why is everyone calling, talking about Jamaica bad and this and that? We already know that. Death and life is in the power of the tongue. So instead of always cursing our country, how about we try flipping the script now and start saying it's a blessed country so we can actually speak into it? Who are we? We are one of the strongest set of black people. My God, me meet a man from South Africa. You know what tell me? There's 2 places South Africans want to visit. 3, England, America, and Jamaica. Because when they were growing up, the Rastafarian movement
Started in Jamaica.
up. We are a strong people, Nanny, the Maroon, Warriors, Paul Bogle, Sam Sharp. Why are all the Christians them a call? Where is the faith? Jamaica have more churches than anywhere else, and all they do is always a Lord, me afraid. Take a stand. This is supposed to happen. Nothing happens by mistake. You are here for a reason.
And I am saying I cannot believe local commerce is affected in the community. Children can't play in summer now. You know, children want to be on the road. Children can't play. Children can't go. Everybody have to come in by 6 o'clock because curfew. Aren't you fed up of it?
Absolutely. Take a stand. We're concerned.
To Galaxy A71.
The next level, like the lady just said before, I look to link you with somebody in Canada now. Listen, Jamaicans, we are a strong people. We're tough and solid, you know, so we're all over the world, warriors. Look what we've achieved. Why are we making these people put fear in our way? Like, yo, we could burn it out, man. Do what you have to do.
All right, thank you. Hello?
Good evening. Wow, I'm surprised I got you. Good evening.
Yes, my dear.
Okay. Really quickly, I am so proud of the work that you are doing in Jamaica. I'm from the Caribbean, not Jamaican, and I have to tell you, you are the Martin Luther King of your time for Jamaica. You were born for this moment. You are the Malcolm X for Jamaica. You are the Harriet Tubman for Jamaica. You are Journal Truth for Jamaica. You are the Martin Luther King for Jamaica. And so I stand with you, brother. I stand and I pray for you because the time and the season is now for your voice. The time, the season is now for your calling. And I'm so grateful that you are brave and bold and obedient, because this is bigger than Andre. This is bigger than Jamaica. You were born for this season. So go forth and be brave and do the work.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you.
Have a blessed night.
Thank you, my dear. Good evening, good evening. Welcome to our school.
Good evening, Andre. Good evening.
Hey, my brother, how are you?
I'm good, Andre. I'm good. Andre, you know, I sit down in my bedroom and listen to your program. I want everybody who is on the live tonight to know one thing. Andre, you know you are going to solve the problem in Jamaica. Andre, you make me have faith. You build me faith. You make me know that one day to come, Andre, Jamaica going to change and be a better place. Andre, no politician never give me that hope, sir. Nobody at all never give me that hope, Andre. And start listening to your program, Andre, and you are going to make that transformation in Jamaica.
It's going to come. It is going to come. We cannot let criminals make thousands of people's lives in fear. If they want a war, the state must carry the war to them. The state must eliminate them.
Andre.
The state must eliminate those miscreants who make the lives of ordinary citizens uncomfortable.
Andre, I have your back. And Andre, may I tell you, Andre, no just let the tears that come out of my eye talk to you. You just want to call them understand, Andre. And you are going to save Jamaica, you know. Andre, no politician now come on a platform and give them hope. Them not done nothing, you know, Andre.
I'm going to say to you, in the Hebrew calendar, it's the year of truth and the year of liberation. The year of truth and liberation speaks to many things that we never get exposed to will be exposed. 5784. The year of the truth. And we need truth in Jamaica. We need reconciliation in Jamaica. We need people to know that we can have a better Jamaica. That they can live, raise families and do business. We said that we wanted to achieve that in Vision 2030. We're in the year 2022. We have 8 years to fix Jamaica. And by the years of chronology and the laws of chronology, if the Hebrew calendar says 5784, it means that we have 8 years to fix it and we must fix it. And the year of truth begins from this year onwards. Blessings, caller. Let me go and take some more.
Okay, Andre.
Good night. Welcome.
Andre, what Prime Minister country they were in there?
The Prime Minister of Jamaica, I don't know where I know he's at Jamaica House. You can find it on Hope Road and Devon Road. You want to go and find him, go and book an appointment with him.
I don't want no appointment. I want to tell him to give up the country because I can't manage.
You know, giving up the country is not the problem. If I'm of the view that if you're in a capacity as a leader of the country and you see that you need help, do not be stubborn.
My God, man.
Do the spirit of this
Gregory Park under what them call us something the lockdown.
state of it.
Put down there and send some soldier down there.
The people of Gregory Park are living in fear.
Can imagine the kids them.
Do you imagine hearing 30, 40, 60, 70, 80 consecutive shots every 10 minutes?
Tears that fall out of my eye.
How can criminals have that level of ammunition in our country? How did they get it? Who facilitated criminals having that level of dominance on communities?
I can't believe it. I can't believe that my country land of wood and
how a criminal can burn down eight residents? And you who is going to build it back?
Jesus got no man. And Jay, continue to do your work here and take a next call.
Hello, good night.
Good night, Professor.
How are you?
I am listening to you and something come to my remembrance. David's siblings, they were trained for battle. David was just a shepherd boy. And when I view all that is happening and the position that you have taken, I am looking at David. David was a shepherd boy, you are a madman. But it was David who conquered Goliath. It
was David who conquered Goliath. So my fellow classmate, I'm introducing you to our nowadays David. Andre, I salute you. I respect you and appreciate you for the stand that you have taken for this country, for us who do not have a voice. Taking the stand that enough of us would never take, that the heads of government it will never take, and some of us don't hold them accountable. I salute you, my brother. Blood coverage in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth is yours.
Thank you.
Have a blessed night.
I don't understand. How can criminals put a nation, how can criminals put a community under siege and the state can't respond to them? Horace Chang, good night. Horace Chang, good night. Horace Chang, good night. Are you going to continuously sleep whilst people in communities' houses are being burnt down? Horace Chang, good night. What is the response of the state to these criminals? Why you have so many soldiers, Horace Chang, in upper camp? Why you not put the soldiers over there? Good night. How many soldiers in upper camp? And you have a community being tarnished and burnt. Community living in fear. People are homeless tonight. People have to be living in other people's houses. Horace Chang. Hello.
Hello, good night.
Good night.
Hi, Andre. It's very alarming that tourism is the main income earner in this country. And I'm hearing that a lot of persons say they're not coming down here. So, and I don't know why tourism is the main income earner when agriculture was the main income earner. But what I'm saying is that if tourism is the main income earner, what is going to happen to us down here to earn our money to, etc. But I'm sorry for the person in Gregory Park still, that's very sad. And I'm glad you're taking a stand. And not to get off topic here, but can you have an exclusive interview with Matthew Rodney, the SOTL worker? We really want to know what happened at the hotel at the time when the video came out about those.
We did interview Matthew Rodney from then, but we will be having a follow-up with him soon.
Okay, no problem. Thanks.
All right. How can you have the state not responding to criminals? Hello, good night.
Hi, Andre. Good night. Just want to say that it is so good that you brought out what is happening in Gregory Park, and you called the names of the person who is allegedly causing the disruption. But one of the things that I would love to
One of the things that you love to encourage.
We were about it last night with the is that when they are caught and they go into jail, and when they are people are supposed to go to give evidence. But I am seeing that you are using your platform, which is a good thing. Maybe we can try to find some ways of having these people protected, a system set up for them. For them to go out to give witnesses. Talk about the communication. We spoke about the communication from prison last night. And now you see what is happening. And these are some of the things that they are to put in place to orders being given out. So while we're here praying, and if we don't go out there and set the stuff, if you can come up, and know you have team, come up with some strategies that we can use to have these people who are witnesses to the crime, that they can speak without being feared, but they must know that they are being protected, and also protected when they give the police the information, it's not circulated.
But I'm going to say to you, for that to happen, you need to have a culture shift, and I will speak on the culture shift that is needed for us for witness protection. All right?
And
I'll talk about it one night.
And thank you.
Hello? Hello, good night.
Hi, good night. I just want to touch one thing. Big up everything you're doing, Andre, but we Jamaican, we gotta come together. Some of us Jamaicans are very ignorant. We can't hold a conversation, but I heard a lot of people saying, Andre, this, we gotta unite. We all gotta come together. Him alone can't do it. So I just want to say, everybody calling in saying Andre this and his team, we as the human that's calling and talking to him, we all gotta come together. If we can buy a plane ticket to go to Jamaica and protest and do all these things, let it happen, people. We are the change. Some of us that live abroad, we can invest in a business in Jamaica and make a change. We can't keep calling the phone and making our voice be heard. We gotta be there in person. I just want to say that, and God bless you and keep up the great work.
Blessings. Hello, good night.
Yes, good night, Angie. I have 2 questions. If everybody ever get up and say them afraid and them no want to do this and nobody no want to take a stand, when we dead and gone, what we are going to left if we pity them? If everybody afraid, we have our kids, them, what going to happen to them when we left?
But I'm going to say to you, you know much people in Gregory Park watching my program right now and they're afraid to talk?
No, but me I say overall Jamaica with everything we are going. So when you talk, everybody I say how them afraid and then this and then that. If we afraid, the pity them we have a look up to what going to happen to them? Them not go was are afraid.
Alright, thanks for that point. Are you here?
Yeah, and me have one more little question, right? Since we have 2 parties, the PMP, the Prime Minister quiet, plus the opposition leader quiet. Everybody just quiet. Someone know what for them responsibility or what for them duty.
Alright, we'll look at that another time. Hello, good night. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, good night. You can't be talking to me with all of that reaction from the thing.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Andre, I'm calling from California, and my 2 cents is that the persons in Gregory Park, they're afraid to talk, but why they don't come together with you now and talk? That's what they need to do, Andre. Link with you and talk.
Gregory Park residents, are you willing to come tonight and talk and tell us how you have been living in fear? I want residents of Gregory Park, call me right now. Hello?
Mr. Stephen, sir.
Yes, good evening.
Pleasant good night to you.
Thank
you for representing us all. Biggest question for you is, we see what's going on, we hear what's going on, we're all in terror about everything. What can we do? What change that we can do to help the situation?
What can we do?
Yeah.
First, there's something called a call to action, where the people, the residents, will take a stance.
Okay.
Right? So a call to action to say enough is enough. A call to action from the political representatives to do their part in terms of legislative and policy directions. A call to action to equip the security forces with the best equipments, with the best resources, compensating them adequately and equally giving them enough resources for their intelligence gathering. One of the main reasons why we're not able to fight crime effectively is that our law enforcers are not equipped versus what the criminals have. Equally, the law enforcers are not compensated effectively. So because of that, there is a gap in them becoming corrupt. Equally, there needs to be the reduction, and not the reduction, but the elimination of associations of dons to politicians, politicians to criminals, politicians feeding criminals and dons contracts. Do you understand? So it is a myriad of problems that needs to be fixed. The judiciary, the legislative and the executive, and the community. So if you can fold and fix all of the issues once.
The first thing we need to do is a call of action.
No, and the call of action must come with an adequate response from all facets of society. If all facets of society respond, it simply means that Jamaica can be fixed. Hello, good evening. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good evening.
Yes, good evening, Andre. I must come on the work you're doing. However, all this in Jamaica, a lot of times, a lot of these people within the communities, they're the one uphold with this over the years. And now it's coming to bite them now. The ball is Andre.
Yes, but the truth is be told. Crime pays, my friend. And many of the communities that these people live in, they depend on the dons to feed them. You have to do a call to action to change the culture of the people. And the culture of the people is showing them economic independence, liberation. So it means that government can equip them, private sector can equip them with the resources and the facets to become entrepreneurs, to do local enterprise. So social enterprise is the way for these communities so they can reduce crime. So yes, we admit that many of these people have played their part in the life of crime. But these people equally want at this time is to come out of it. They're fed up of it. So if we're going to continuously play the blame game years, how do we fix it, my friend? Think on that tonight.
But we keep on blaming the Prime Minister. We keep on blaming the Minister of National Security. We keep on blaming them.
All right, I am going to ask you, to whom much is, this is my final statement to you. To whom much is given, much is expected. They gave a commitment to reduce crime. That is a policy directive of the government. The people must play their part, but equally the government must equally play their part. In which all facets of the society, the security forces, do you know that under this Labour Party government, it is the worst that police and soldiers have apathetic towards the government? Because of the inability of the government, my friend. The inability of the government. The inability of the government.
The people play a bigger role than the government. The people.
All right, my friend, I'm going to take another call. Thank you. Hello?
Hello, good night.
Good evening.
Evening, Andre.
I'm going to declare, Police Commissioner, please to put Waterford on an immediate lockdown tonight. Police Commissioner, put Waterford on a lockdown tonight. The intelligence I've gathered, Commissioner of Police, is that Bala is now plaguing Waterford. Commissioner of Police, put Waterford on a lockdown tonight. Yes, sir, good night.
Good night, Andre. This is a Gregory Park resident.
You're a Gregory Park resident?
Yeah, I am. Hello?
Yes, talk. What is happening in Gregory Park, sir?
To be honest with you, Andre, that same youth, what's his name, Bala?
So am I telling any lie about Bala, or is he plaguing Gregory Park?
You're not telling no farmer life.
So Bala is plaguing Gregory Park?
Yes, he is.
And I get to understand that he's now in Waterford.
Well, I don't really know where I'm there.
I have gathered intelligence that he's in Waterford as we speak.
Yes, because, him down on Waterford.
Can you continually speak, sir? What is he doing to the people in Gregory Park?
Well, Gregory Park was on a rocky road before him come, but it wasn't that bad. But you see, from him come from jail, he have ulterior motive against Gulfman then.
Mm-hmm.
And he have ulterior motive against a whole lot of, a matter of fact, it's almost the whole community. So him come and him just come and there and him just start with pure rubbish. To be honest with you, pure innocent blood him shed. Him do a whole lot of something boy. And I'm not joking. And one of people afraid of him, but automatically we are talking afraid of him. You understand me? And the reason why I'm not afraid of bad. All I want to you have to tell me really growing on my hand.
So you grow him?
Actually, in a way, because our night to football was a very good youth. I don't know the right reason why him go down that road when they don't.
I hear that he was one of Jamaica's promising footballers.
There he was. But you know, gone. A matter of fact, there was a brother named Jackie who used to run golf. Where a Jackie broke him out.
Jackie broke him out. Jackie turned him into the life of crime.
Yeah, but Jackie not dead.
So Jackie dead. I hear him down past 25. Is there any truth to that story?
No, he's not past 25.
So can you also confirm that one of his mother was one of the houses that were firebombed?
Yes, because him go burn down a man mother house. A man baby mother house.
Him go burn down one of the next down them house and them come respond.
Him and him friend them go burn down a man baby mother house. And him go burn down the man baby mother house. To be honest with you, the man them burn down back 3 mother house and 2 more houses.
So who the 8 houses that were burnt to this morning? Who those belongs to?
Mexico.
People in Mexico?
Yeah, Mexico them they burn down.
So who burned those houses?
Possibly him because the people them lick out for him.
So the people licking upon him in Mexico because he used to live in Gulf and him turned from Gulf and go over to Mexico.
Well, him go on with so much things that them not condone him no more down there.
So him have nowhere to live now.
But then if you have abandoned people out and know say your mother live in a lion mouth, what kind of stuff is that? You put your mother life at risk. That means you're heartless. You do not think not even about your own mom.
Wow.
Come on.
So when will he stop?
Well, I don't know, but the sooner them catch him at the better I think.
When will he stop?
I don't know, but the sooner them catch him, the better I think.
What is the reality of what is happening in Gregory Park as we speak now?
Well,
I hear that many residents have left.
Yeah, well, if people then will answer, never ask you a question, and if you live somewhere. You see? To be honest with you. Especially a ghetto, Vincent Ward House. And people are dead. Right? Innocent blood are shed. You lose your livelihood. Well, and the thing that really hurt the most is that most of those people that are in a fit, that are in a, well, they weren't called it, afflicted by it. It's people that can't leave and find food, enough for them struggle and buy what them have in their house and them lose it.
Wow.
Because of you.
Wow. Wow. So the people are already struggling and to have lost their houses, put them in a further quandary.
Then the whole of them are Mexico capture land, you know.
So most of Mexico is illegal settlement.
Yeah, the whole of Mexico is illegal settlement. Gulf also is illegal settlement.
Wow.
Nobody won no land in those countries. Gulf was a cotton piece.
So all of those houses in Gulf and Mexico are illegal settlements?
Yes, they are. They are illegal settlements. But to be honest with you, it's about time Gregory Park system life. And as the community is getting back on its feet, he's the one that came here and destroyed the community.
So you're saying ever since he...
Because, as a matter of fact, I'm telling you something now. He went and joined forces with some man from Christian Pen.
He did what?
Joined forces with some man from Christian Pen.
From Christian Pen, and in turn around in an argument with the man then?
In turn around and start war them, start kill them.
Yeah, because I hear that him going to mash up Christian Pen as well.
Yeah, man, but now people also make no people run and kill all the girls from bike back and all and something. They bear them something, they then go on. Come on, man.
So my question to you is, when last have the residents of Gregor Park seen baller?
Well, people not see that them and they know. I mean, the night them come out like vampire.
So he's...
And to be honest with you now, the 6 guns that the police find, they belong to him and his friend. A matter of fact, them don't belong to him, they belong to him, Dan.
Who is his Dan?
Me not call nobody name, me not Angie.
But he has a Dan.
Yes, he has a Dan, and his Dan is in prison.
His Dan is in the prison.
Yes.
Interesting.
Who are supporting?
The Dan who is supporting him is from the prison cell.
Yeah, man, I'm supporting them, man, not having money to do anything.
Wow.
Support them in that.
So you're saying that those 6 guns... Yes. All right, my friend, because it's getting too hot. It's getting too hot.
Why get that?
The conversation between me and you getting too hot.
No, I'm not credit 1 minute left from my phone.
Let me call you back.
You can.
All right.
Thank you.
Jamaica, should I call back that caller? I am calling him back. And I'm going to send him some credit. So you're saying that this man, Baller, has a Don?
Yeah, man, him have a Don, of course.
Is the Don from Portmore?
Yes, the Don is from Portmore.
Wow. And the Don is in prison?
Exactly.
Interesting.
But me not call about the name. But to be honest with you,
so you're saying that the Don, whatsoever he's doing is the ambitions of the Don?
I don't know enough.
But it would have been said that you're guilty by association.
That is true. That is true. That is true.
So what is the mood of Gregor Park tonight?
Well, I see we shot fire earlier, see him there.
Shots fired tonight and police and soldiers are there?
You know, see, a careless boy, I mean, you really believe them care about you or care about them life.
So you're saying that despite soldiers and police there, shots has been fired to...
I don't know if it can fire the shot earlier. But I heard that some loud sounds earlier.
So are you seeing residents on the road or everybody's locked down in their houses?
Then Andre, people are going to carry with them hours a night.
I don't know, because if lawlessness is taking over Gregor Park, we don't know what is what.
That is true. Well, as far as I am concerned, this needs to be fixed. And it's not like the MP don't try, he does.
So you're saying Mr. Terry Long make the attempt for the things to be fixed?
Yes, he makes a lot of, he makes a whole lot of attempts.
So what are some of the things that Mr. Terry Long does?
Repeat that question.
What are some of the efforts that Mr. Terry Long does?
Well, he walks the community with a whole lot of police. He calls for peace. He calls peace meeting. And the same ball and him friend them jump up so they know and a peace with nobody. That's what they said behind this, but they did not say it in his presence. Yes. To be honest with you, they're out for what they're doing at the moment. But what he's doing is out for it. Because I don't know what is the motive of that. To be honest with you, Andre, I do not know what the man them down by Gulf and him have, because he was in jail and I heard that they kick off in jail. And you understand me from that. To be honest with you, I don't know what happened.
Wow.
I do not know what happened. But what's happening now? And it's lawlessness without a cause.
It's unfortunate though.
Without a cause, because what's the cause for this?
Can you imagine in the summer that the children should try to be getting some happy times on the road? You're telling me that the people can't even move?
The people does. Some people do. But let's look at it this way.
I hear that he also extorts the businesses 5,000 and 10,000 extortions.
Some of them, he only can do that at some place. Some place he can't go with it.
But he does it to some.
Yes, some place he can't go with it.
My God.
He keep it down in a good park and some other little places.
My God.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, I don't know. Nobody know really. People fed up at this right now. Really fed up.
Tell some more of the residents to call me tonight and I'll soon send you some credit. All right, my boss?
All right, my general. That's right. Bless up. All right.
What is really happening in our society? What is really happening? And this is the thing that your people are going to say, take the man off the live. The man, no. The man knows that he's on the live. People in Gregory Park wants to speak out.